Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is InugamiTheHound. I'm back once again playing. I'm not playing, but streaming some just chatting. Okay, it's working. What do I want? I want to react more furry content. Everyone's streaming a bunch of different games. Let's see what. What can I react to? Some furry stuff. Let's see. Breakwing Gaming. React to his content before. It's always good. I was reacting to what was that one playlist? He, you. It was the Chinese one, which was interesting. Here you go. I watched quite a few episodes. I don't know why this one counted. It was 17, but whatever. We just got done with the restaurant and everything. So now I'm on episode 11, where these two guys are gonna find me up.
Thanks.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakeling Game, and it's of you on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tian Wei Hui. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up and let's go! After reaching far away from the restaurant, the tiger leapt down from the rooftop, and I finally got to be freed from his grasp of this single brain cell organism. I patted myself down and checked my bag, before checking my surroundings for my current location. A small alleyway. It seems like no one's here. We should be safe. We should be safe now? I turned to look at the Tiger Man, who didn't even pant after running that distance, only a little precipitation on his forehead. He wiped his forehead clean of his sweat and turned to peek out from the alleyway carefully.
Alright. I kept the YouTube video a little bit louder than I did before in the past, but only because it's kind of hard to hear. Unfortunately, some videos became a little hard to hear. I turned them down a little too much. But it should be a lot better. You should be able to hear. You should be able to hear. You should be able to hear them. You should be able to hear them now, and hear me. I did adjust the audio level a little bit in Streamlabs as well. Like I raised my mic volume up, but I also raised the overall like sound of these videos coming from the mic from the speaker. So everyone should be able to hear Drakeling Gaming a lot better now, or anyone else. So let's check it out. Hello there, my big. How long this will be? Probably like an hour or two.
Not even the range of management, and they're still chasing. Why are they so goddamn persistent? Find them! They should have jumped down from here! And just as I thought I had finally escaped the chase, the voice of the soldiers began touring down the street, and I knew it was too early to let my guard down. A persistent bunch. They must have followed us from below the rooftop and chased us here. I guess I'm just gonna only ever have this music because it always plays when you go to the pause screen. my fucking, my fucking god, are they mosquitoes?
Hmm. Didn't someone mention there was a weird music glitch in one of the comments? Maybe that's why. Maybe there's some type of weird music glitch. Because this is most inappropriate music have during a chase scene. This calm music right here.
Or something. It seems like we need to get out of the region management for now. Never mind all that. Hey, over here, follow me! Suddenly, Tiger lowered his voice and dragged me by my elbow. Startled, I stared at him, before seeing him turn his head to indicate the other end of the alleyway. If we go this way, we should escape their pursuit. A little distance, but we need to dash now. Eh? Wait, more running? He pulled me without saying another word and began running. I quickly adjusted my breathing and steps to match his speed. Since I don't know.
Yeah, it's on like. He never got his money back either. That kid stole his money. That was it.
My way around here and running away alone is more likely to get me captured. I might as well follow him. But at this speed, just after finishing dinner without any warm-up, I felt myself cramping. My lower stomach began to ache. A little slower, okay? Dragged along the way, forced to follow his speed, was really difficult for someone like me with small steps. After an unknown amount of time, my breathing became more labored and my footsteps became more unsteady. I can feel a rusted taste rising up my throat, but this guy didn't have any intention to stop, as was still full of energy. While I wanted to complain, I can only force my mouth shut to feel a little better, praying we can reach the place he mentioned. When he Arizona? When he finally stopped, I was already shutting down.
Oh no, it looks like, what's this fucking Cosmo Canyon? Or, is this like, the desert outside of, the Golden Saucer? Also could be like Echo, maybe.
Much strength left for thinking, even to the point of running forward mechanically, before being dragged to a stop by him, finally realizing we have arrived at the supposed safe spot. I gulped in air in large gasps and began looking around. Around me is an arid land with weeds and timber tumbling around across the soil, with some small buildings ahead of me. Suddenly, a gust of wind made me
Looks like something out of an old timey town, like, like Echo Mines, and all that type of shit.
shiver as I realized it was sunset already. The last visage of the sunset made the place desolate and empty, a stark contrast to the city. Second, y'all. Oh, that is some damn good tea. Huh. Huh. I was still gasping.
Oh man, let's see. Let's see. Hold up, I'm sorry, I'm responding to a comment here, so it's on Instagram, so Alright, let's see. Alright, done. I'm back now. Sorry about that, guys.
Gasping and huffing, trying to adjust my condition. Even the mere act of talking was a challenge for me. No problem, once we're here. Whew. Dragging you here was tiring, I must say. Even though he said so, none of his expressions or body language suggested such. More like one that made that escapade look easy and relaxing. In contrast, even though I felt a little better without labored breathing, I could only smile wryly at his words. Seriously, though, part of your body is showing me you're tired. I'm done. Let me rest for a bit. I quickly lay down against a thick tree I found and began regulating my breathing once more. The air, empty of moisture, made my breathing quite difficult, even feeling a dryness that began to choke my throat and nostrils. It took me a while to restore myself to a somewhat stable condition. Sorry, did I run too fast? Good thing that you realize it after it's over. Fine. Thank goodness. My physical fitness isn't that bad. Ha! Good then. Rest up for a while. If those guys chase over, then I will beat them up myself. Since not many can keep up with me, I may have overworked you. Here this time. Sorry. I leaned against the tree.
Who is
using
this
my hand
guy?
to adjust myself into a more comfortable sitting position.
We
while he
don't
looked
know
over
much
at the
about him.
distance, his hand on his forehead as if looking for any chasers coming over. No signs of soldiers chasing us. Though with the sun coming down, that guy would act soon. During the night, right? That guy? What are you talking about? I was confused with what he was talking about and asked him subconsciously. Right, sorry. I didn't make an introduction of myself with everything happening. I'm Shin Hu. What's your name? One topic jumped to another. Well, it's best if I don't point it out about his ecstatic attitude. Well, I feel a little hapless and resigned.
So his name's Chen Hu.
He did introduce himself, and it would only be rude if I didn't introduce myself either. I'm Tex. Pleased to meet you. I can call you Chen Hu, is that alright? Ha! No problem. I don't mind. Right, Chen Hu. I recalled at the restaurant you mentioned a name. Someone called Bai Yu. Do you know him? Huh? I mentioned him? I don't recall that, but I do know him. That's for sure. Oh, yeah, I did mention him, but why ask me this? He felt quite surprised at my question and began looking thoughtful. Though it is true, how could someone that he recently met start asking about these questions? It's not absurd in his view. Oi, Chen Hu! Oh, I know. You're talking about that zebra-striped wolf over there. Eh? Zebra? I didn't notice that voice in the distance but turned when Chen Hu pointed in the distance. In a surprise, that comforting figure began appearing again in my vision, whom I met not so long ago. Bai Yu, what are you doing here? Bai Yu ran over quickly and looked at me with shock, as if he didn't expect to see me here. Tex, should I ask you the same question? What are you doing here?
So Bai
Did I tell you to
Yu
settle
and
or
Chen Hu are
something?
here.
And why are you with this dumbass of a tiger? Hey! Who are you calling a dumbass tiger? And wait, you know each other? When? How? Ha! Coincidentally, I say. So you know.
Well, the music's a little different now.
Oh my god.
It's not that one song from the last
Oh
chapter.
God, please go down the... Oh, goodness. Ooh, that carbonation. I had the coffee, had some water that time. Oh, God. Okay. I turned to Chen Hu and began to explain the story earlier today.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Gosh darn these sneezes of mine, man. Get me so badly.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't yawn.
Excuse me.
You're gonna make me yawn.
I met with Bai Yu at the port marketplace when I was confronted with some cunning merchants. He saved me from troubles that brewed there. Something like that happened. You are one unlucky guy. As for me and Chen Hu, we met at the restaurant, and that's a long story, but thanks to him we escaped here to avoid the local army's capture. You understand now. We are comrades in arms now. One who gone through life and death with me. What life and death situation are you talking about? Details. We fought together, gone through perilous dangers together. I'm sure that counts as being comrades in arms now, yeah? Pretty sure it's the same. Chen Hu, did you end up in trouble again and drag Tex into it as well? What are you talking about? If you know the reasons behind it, you would have done the same thing. Besides, what are you doing here, Bai Yu? Aren't you in charge of patrolling the southern side? Funny story. I met this little bro here at the port, and after goodbye, I went to the west for investigation. During it, I heard from the crowd that a large tiger man is causing trouble at the Eastern Phoenix Hall, and was worried whether you somehow caused trouble again. So I came over, and lo and behold, look at what I found. Bayou turned and looked at me apologetically. My partner here has brought you a lot of trouble. I'm sorry. No, I should thank him myself for getting me out of trouble. But I think I understand why you were having such a headache over him now. Bayou, you seriously acting like an old nagging granny to me. If you can save more time for me to stop worrying about you, then I wouldn't be in all that trouble. I'm running here for you. After reprimanding his partner, he turned and asked me, his expression shifting. Looking at you, I'd say you haven't found a place to settle for the night yet. Yeah, but the situation has become more complicated than last time. Though it shames me to say it, but my money pouch is gone, and I don't know where he lost it. I only have a few extra pennies that were left on me when I split the gold from earlier. Remembering this misfortune made me sigh and hang my head low. My ears and tails drooped. I should be at least thankful that I split the money from before, or I would have truly been penniless. Why am I so unlucky? Did I not check the constellation signs before I left for this journey or something? So much happened on my first day. Upon hearing my account, Bayou looked surprised. After all, I lost my money quite soon after leaving him, and even ended up getting mired in all sorts of messes. I can feel the sympathetic look on his face, like he was pitying an unlucky guy with rotten luck. So, yeah.
Yeah, you lost a pickpocket of that little kid.
Oh, that's some damn good tea, y'all. Did you lose it in the food street then? Any clues or ideas to where you could have lost it? None. I don't even remember pulling out my pouch once. Then maybe you met a thief or something. Yes, now you mentioned it, I did recall bumping into a child in the food market. Maybe that's it.
Yep,
The
that was
answer
it.
became clear in an instant, explaining why the child was panicking, leaving the scene of the crime all of a sudden. But however you look at it, it's just a normal kid. How? I knew it. The criminals of all kinds at Jijiao are even increasing in the number and variety. They're really a group of bastards. With your luck, with that kind of luck, it seems like we need to help you in how to settle yourself tonight. What do I do now? My journey ending so soon after beginning. Don't you still have a small portion of cash left on you? How about using that money to settle for today and then find the means of earning it tomorrow? That's a solution. Booking for inns after sunset will not be easy, however. You need to find a cheap inn around quickly, and the only problem is that cheap inns don't come easily in Jizao. Excuse me. Speaking of cheap accommodation, I feel we can find one nearby. Look, there's one right there. He pointed at a run-down, ragged building in the distance. That's my house. How about that one? The inns on the city boundary are quite cheap. Perfect for a one-night stay. Is that an inn? But why here in the middle of nowhere? Will there even be customers coming over? Not surprising at all. Even in the middle of the wilderness, a merchant caravan passes through here on occasion. And for those who wanted to rest midway, it's not a bad choice either, so it is within reason a motel is built here. Bayou looked at Chen Hu appraisingly. You have some use to that empty head of yours sometimes. Don't talk to me like I don't use my brain at all. Thanks to you two gentlemen for helping me go through much today. I don't really know how to thank you any further. No probs. We went through battles together after all. That makes us brothers in arms. Don't be so polite around your brothers, or what? You're too modest around us. It's good that the problem is solved, but me and Shen Hu have some more business to attend to, so once more I must bid you goodbye. You better head to the inn yourself.
What other businesses do you have left? Are you doing more patrols? Do you meet someone? Because unfortunately, this guy's wanted by the law, and he's not. Is there any way he can like clear that up? Like, you know what? Maybe I can get some, bribe some people, free some
No problem.
palms.
It's too much to ask
That type of stuff, maybe.
It's too much to ask both of you for any more favors today. I won't bother you guys any further. You really are one unlucky bastard today. Did you not check the calendar sign or something? Stepped in some dog shit? Or you got seriously cursed or something? I don't know. It could just be my usual poor luck. Alright, Shenhu, we need to return to our investigation. If Mo Jia finds out that we didn't have any result from our trip here today, get prepared for getting beaten out by his wrath. Work our investigation. Did you get infected with his professionalism sickness or something? Can you stop reminding me? We should...
Oh, it looks like they work with someone. Like they work for someone named Moshe. Moshe. And like it looks like they gotta do some type of investigation. What it is, we don't know. They still haven't told us anything.
Linger any longer. See you in the future, Tex. I looked at the inn in the distance. The darkness began swarming the land with the setting sun, the isolated lanterns hanging, giving off a sense of loneliness in the dark. God, that is some damn good water. I waved goodbye to my new friends and dragged my luggage and beaten body to the inn. Even though I had food, my weakness came more from within than from the outside. The meal wasn't as satisfying after all that. A breeze passed through the hamlet, and the flag and the boards of the inn began creaking in the wind, and I frowned at the sounds. Why do I feel like it's going to crumble anytime soon? Now, where else to go? Let's settle here today and rest tonight, then think of the plan for tomorrow. I opened the motel door, and upon pushing the wooden door, more creaking sound echoed throughout the wind, as a chill conducts throughout my spine and a sourness surged in the teeth. Is it fine for me to stay here? I looked around the hall, where only a few
Why does it
candles
look
lit
like
the
a
dark.
freaking like
Candlelight shone upon the old and musty decorations
it looks like a freaking Oblivion or Skyrim, Dragon Age as well.
and furniture. The patterns on the walls snaked upon the dimming atmosphere, projecting that sense of inviting nature through the abyss of the hallway. The sounds of grinding cloth and glass grabbed my attention back as I saw the lady boss tidying at the front counter, ready to close for the day. Alright, y'all, I'm actually gonna pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, ring that notification bell. I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and head out for the evening. Y'all have a lovely evening.
Alright. Let's go on to the next place. Next video. In this terrible inn.
You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you mounts, what is the gaming drag today? I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Tianhui. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. Oh, a customer this late. How interesting. Welcome. The lady's sight remained focused on cleaning cups, sparing no time to pay attention to me. It was an understandable situation, however, for those who came here mustn't have had a lot of cash on them, nor could they be good individuals. The less she had to do with me was the smarter choice, for which I held no grudge against. Thinking of this made me hang my head low in defeat, even as my tail wags in disappointment. Without much choice for tonight, I walked forward with whatever remaining confidence I could muster now. Hi, is there a single room to spare? The lady boss glanced at me after I asked the question about rooms. Single room. Let me see. Second floor, none, but third floor... Oh, third floor has a single. Is it good? The lady boss put back the ledger before I could even reply and began tidying up again. Even though I felt annoyed at the indifferent attitude I've been treated with, the events of today really exhausted me that I spared no energy to retort. Then the single on the third floor will do. How much? 50 copper coins. Our rooms aren't luxurious at all, just enough for our customers to stay for a night. Then, thank you. Here's the payment. I pulled out a small number of coins from the pouch and sighed when looking at the remaining amount. I heard before that with every sigh one grows 10 years older. Maybe if that's so, I might wake up as an old man by tomorrow morning. Suddenly, a set of footsteps came from the upper floor, and with it a child's voice. Aww. Mama! When can you come and tell me stories? Wait for a while, my little Jiwa. Jiwa? I'm not sure how they pronounce the H-U-A. Jiao.
Jiao Hao? I think? I don't know. But that's like, these are very familiar names. Some fucking dynasty words. I just don't know how to pronounce them all the way. Because the S sound, the X is like an S, so it's like shush. Jiwa Hao.
Jiawa. Mama has a customer to handle. As soon as I finish here, I'll come up, okay? Alright. Oh, she's adorable. Then the little girl came over running and began looking up and down at my clothing.
Hey, man, I thought that might have been like the thief. Like, oh no, you found a thief.
Big brother here doesn't look like someone from around here. Such a strange outfit. Is this strange? It is the robe from my homeland. It is different from the ones you have. The lady quickly realized something and began sizing me up with closer attention before looking at her work once more, saying, Jiawa, don't judge other people's clothing so haphazardly. No nonsense, and head upstairs. Mama will be there soon. Ha, okay, then I will go back to my room, Mama. I'll wait for you. The little girl began running back up the stairs again, full of energy and life. In this desolate environment, her presence was a ray of sunshine, bringing warmth to those who were in need. How adorable of a daughter you have. How old is she? She's 8 this year, though unfortunately her dad was never there in her youth. To take care of her, I had no choice but to take her to work with me, which is why I couldn't leave her with a caretaker. If my daughter said anything disrespectful, please understand. And the lady boss
a single
took the
mother.
key from the drawer and passed it to me. The most inner room on the third floor. Once you're in, lock the door and don't come out, as the sun is settled. I heard from someone saying the same warning, not to go out after sunset. It sounds like it related to some sort of serious cases. Very problematic by the sounds of it. Meal? Water time? Or coffee time? Okay. After I took the key, the lady looked at me incredulously. At my lack of understanding of what's happening, she reluctantly put down her stuff and leaned across, whispering to me. You may not know it, since you just came from overseas. Many missing individuals are those who went out at 0 o'clock, 7 to 9 p.m. At first, not many people took it seriously, but with the increasing number, people started to take this with fear. This is the 8th case of missing now. And those missing? Kidnapped or murdered? No one knows. There was no body. But when I was out today at the marketplace, I heard rumors that they were attacked by thieves and were carved up into pieces. Though I have no idea whether it's just rumor or not. Now all of Zizhou are living in a period of fear and unrest, especially after sunset. No one wants to go out anymore. Hearing this already chilling house just became a few Celsius lower in temp. Couldn't imagine the kind of beast that would do such horrendous acts.
Well, they use Celsius here. It looks like they're on a metric system. What's next? They're gonna use meters.
That's why it was such a disgusting and serious case.
Also, the time frame they're in, it feels like they're like in super ancient times. I don't know if they had Celsius and Fahrenheit back in the day. I don't know if they had like thermometers.
There wasn't only one victim. And the government, those higher-ups, don't care at all? This is the 8th case already. If we could catch him, we already would have done so. The problem is that the murderer leaves no trace at the scene, meaning the case is frozen. The only precaution that can be taken is increasing patrol numbers and setting up curfew for the civilians after dark. Hopefully the one behind all this can be brought to justice as soon as possible. Of course, or how else will our livelihoods go on? Every day living in fear. Because of these cases, many merchant caravans no longer stop here in Zizhou anymore, making businesses more difficult than before. As a precaution, I'll remind you again that your room is the most inner room on the 3rd floor. While I haven't cleaned it for a while, the bed is covered with cloth sheet, still usable and relatively clean. Don't go into the wrong room and cause trouble for others. Oh, okay. Thank you, madame. One more thing. That room of yours has a few old junks left in front of the door. If it bothers you, move it aside. Now, chop chop, don't bother me from cleaning up here. If there's nothing else, then go upstairs. Closing now. Closing now. The lady quickly waved me away with impatience, and I smiled wryly as I took everything, carried my heavy luggage, and headed upstairs, one step after another. Even though I tried my hardest to soften my steps, the chair still creaked upon contact with my tired body, a ka-chee creaking sound that bristled my fur at the very moment. Why do I feel like the stairs are going to collapse soon? Finally, at the 3rd floor, I took a breather at not having to hear the creaks anymore. The sense of chill remained when I looked down into the corridor. Though I slapped myself to keep myself awake and from thinking these kinds of things, but upon arriving at my goal, the lightless hallway made me uncomfortable and uneasy within its darkness. Many times I had to tread with utmost care not to trip over a small place and all. Though I am here now, I might as well tolerate it for the night. Oh! Just as I thought so, I looked at the front of the room's door, and saw 2 creepy, eerie statues there, each wearing a twisted, contorted face. When I saw it, my heart jumped a few inches higher in my diaphragm. Their gaze lingered upon me, like it's following me, giving me creeps in this dark hallway.
That's pretty creepy. It only has one eye, too.
God damn it, lady. You really want to scare away all your customers away with these things? Even though it's just a few broken statues, but upon closer look, it chills my soul, especially the faded welcome that was carved on the back, giving me creeps in my spine. I pulled out my key and opened the door to my room, and a smell of mold and dust assaulted my nostrils. The initial shock made me cough a few times. Ugh! Has it really been a while since she cleaned it here? My nose here is getting suffocated. I held my nose closed before walking into my room, the same creaking sound resonating throughout the cramped space, like I would fall with a simple misstep. Still, the first thing I had to do is to open the window and let the fresh air in. Ah, much better. Now the candle. Let's see.
Hey, okay, hi.
I looked down at the candle matchbox on the bedstand and tried to light the candle. After a few attempts, I found not one could light up. Seems like it was placed here for too long and got dampened. After using up almost every match in the box, I finally had a spark and carried it over with my hand protecting it. Finally, a warm light enveloped the room. Thank goodness.
This room
Then
looks
I
so
approached the
dirty
bed
and dusty,
carefully
man.
lifted the cloth cover, making sure the dust didn't fly all over the place. With the cloth cover that's here, the bed was barely maintained in a state of usability. At least the hotel had the most basic need for rest here maintained. Boom! Just then, a loud sound of something heavy falling was just outside the door. I was about to sit down for the day, and upon hearing the clank, my leg flinched and tightened like a tree, jumping scared at the sound. What is it this time? Oh, shit, that is creepy. I went over reluctantly, opening the door to see what happened, only for the candlelight shone outside and revealed that pale, contorted face at me, a dilated pupil reflecting that eerie light. Wah! It took a step back in fear before calming down and realizing the statue being the one that was just right outside the door. Though why would something that big fall over so easily? Oh, less thinking about it, the better.
Don't say
Fall
well
asleep
say
tonight if
that.
that's all I think about. I lifted and adjusted the statue back to position and put it back in place. I quickly glanced downstairs and found the light extinguished. Seems the boss lady has finished her job for the night. Only a sense of foreboding gloom remained in the motel, and I quickly moved back into the room after finishing my task outside. After returning to my room, I placed my luggage on the table nearby, and like a paralyzed person, I lay down on the bed, exhaling a breath from my lungs, as if I was releasing all the irritancy from today. Hopefully, I can forget all the misfortune that happened today and move on to the real overseas life I really wanted to experience. First day here, I lost my money bag, got scammed twice, ate a free meal, almost got arrested, and even met with some of the most eeriest things I've ever seen. It's not everything is bad, but those two noble gentlemen were a great help to me today. I don't even know whether I'm lucky or unlucky here. What do I do next? Huh. Oh?
I don't hear any music though.
Coffee done? I rolled around in my bed, trying to close my eyes, but things from today were cluttering in my mind, and images began appearing in front of me. In a fit of wakefulness, I sat up and pulled out that book of mine from the bag. Mom, Dad, brother, if you're still here with me, what would you do? What would you suggest I should do? I looked at this book that my family sacrificed themselves over and fell into contemplation. But seriously, what is even written in this book that no one should ever even look at? Why did Mom even lock up this book? I tried to pry the side to try and see the content inside, but the chains are far too strong. No matter
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna grab me some peanuts here. We got some of these roasted peanuts left. So as I'm, reacting to this content, I'll eat a little bit of peanuts, drink a little bit of water, Might as well do something, right?
how much force I use. What is this chain and lock even supposed to do? After a while, I finally gave up. So many years already, I still don't know the solution to unlocking this chain. Tex, listen well. You have to protect this book. You must. You have to protect it well. I opened my eyes, my brother's voice reverberating in my head, awakening from my light sleepiness. I looked at the book in my lap and smiled with a resigned and bitter look. I will protect it, brother. Rest easy. Finished for the day, I put the book back into the pack and placed it at the very bottom before going to close the window. The sky outside was darkening. Okay, I guess that's what it said. Silence and darkness enveloped the plain. Cold winds bounded across the land, trying to enter the room from every crevice. Like the screams of ghosts and unrelenting spirits, my body began to grow colder in the silent night. Such an unpleasant feeling. This wind. And the candle. Well, sleeping with candlelight is a little embarrassing. Maybe I don't extinguish tonight. At least it's a little more comfortable with a little light source here. I tucked myself back onto the bed and rolled myself into the blanket to maintain my body temperature, warm and cozy. My eyelids slowly closed. Finally, putting down a day's worth of exhaustion, no matter how my feet or my hand is complaining to my brain of its unsatisfaction, or my eyelids fighting to keep themselves up, I really couldn't think of anything else for tonight. My breathing became steady and slow over time, and I welcomed the enveloping darkness, letting its peace bring me into the realm of dreams. Meanwhile, far away in Jizao City, where a tiger and a wolf stood high on a rooftop, watching the city intently. I say, God, what voice was I doing? I say, Bayou, well, how did you find us out there in the outskirts? I thought I already... What voice was I doing for him? I say, Bayou, how did you find us out there in the outskirts? I thought I already escaped the court's dogs already, so it wasn't possible for you to follow. You dare to mention it? Not paying for your meal, getting someone else in your mess, and almost arrested. You and your thick skull need a limit carved into it. Besides, we are on a monitor duty here. Focus and stop eating. The nearby tiger crouched down the eaves, a steamed bun in hand, gorging himself full like he isn't full or something. You know, water time.
This is a nice picture. You got like the very heroic guy, and then you get the playful guy. Kind of reminds me of Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, this is the Deadpool, this is the Wolverine here.
The beast is the iron, the rice is the steel. One meal missing causes worry, and every meal ate keeps the doctors away. One more meal keeps fit and strong. You haven't had enough after today? What? No way! The dishes there were so disgusting. I couldn't take a single bite. How could it be enough? Not to mention we might have to interfere soon. Should top myself up before I end up going into battle on an empty stomach. Okay, don't try and change the topic here. You haven't answered my question. How did you find us? Though I heard disturbances when chasing you guys by following the soldiers, I actually lost you guys midway. I didn't expect you guys would have taken the alleyways and shortcuts to get outside the city boundary either. How did you find us then? For once, Chinhu, use your brain. I was following you guys on the rooftop, and I was behind the soldiers myself. Just after they gave up searching, I was about to give up and return to my allocated region for patrol. I stopped by a nearby building and was about to leave before seeing some shadows in the distance acting suspiciously. Ho ho! That saves a lot of trouble. Maybe those are the culprits behind the past few weeks' Zhao murder case then. Well, the possibility is there. Remember the documents that Krelno had compiled before? All of the evidence from the crime scene suggests that the culprit is acting alone. There was no other mark on the site, so it's less likely a group of murderers. It only meant that we cannot disregard the possibility 100%. What am I about to say?
So they're investigating, it looks like, these mysterious murders. There have been 8 of them. No.
Say next is...
I mean, I don't know what happened to the others. I have no idea why they didn't step in sooner after like a murder or two, but whatever.
Is the other possibility I'm thinking of. Say if they aren't the culprit behind the series of consecutive murder cases, then who are they? You followed them to check it out, but met us when following them? Finally, that brain of yours is actually useful for once. I ain't that much of an idiot. Say it again, I'll put crabs in your shoes. Are you a 3-year-old kid? I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm gonna have a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Kate Silver, and thank you.
Alright. Let's see, what is some other furry content? Let's see. Look at my thing. Uh, Anything new? Let's see. No, let's see. 65. Might Flood Echo. There's Smoke Room. Dang, you still playing Warframes? Warframe? Okay. He's not playing Benefits. See what this one's about.
Hello and welcome to another side play. Let's call it that. Me, six. Benefits. This one, I guess, basically being about Carl and Flynn from Echo doing something together. Ooh woo. Don't know, because I think there's like side stuff for Echo, and then for some reason this is just a standalone side game ish. And also been trying to debate whether or not I want these to be quick looks and then like afterwards it'd be a side play, or if I'm just gonna do a side play, I would play it by ear, you know? Because it's like, well, if I do these, like I have several of them, I got like benefits. Oh yeah, and if you want to play this game, it's free on itch.io. Anyways, at least think it is. And it's like we got benefits, the day it all went wrong, intro, remake of Sileo, the Smoke Room, Halloween and Summer Special, and then Vessels, and it's like, well, do I want to have that going in front of some of the things like, I don't know, what is this? Oh yeah, a new Dawn, Arcane Shop, Bang, X Bang, or would that just be Bang Bang? I don't know. It's like, is it Hunter Hunter or Hunter X Hunter? Flaming Dragon, PMSP, PMC, Promiscuity, yeah, whatever. Space Pause and Stardust Kids, like, well, we'll see. But anyways, enough of me doing a diatribe or something like that. Let's start this. Ooh ooh. There's a padding in my head that tells me I had a good time last night. Ooh ooh. That thought alone makes even the nausea and thirst completely worth it.
I'm surprised he's playing this already because this is obviously deals with Flynn and Flynn's route hasn't started. Like, you would think he would have. would do oh man would do this when Flynn route is started, or like in the middle of Flynn's route. Because near the end of it, that's when you meet, I think, the other guy, the German Shepherd, in Ryan. Going to roof of my mouth, man.
Especially once the scent that usually comes with a night well spent hits my nostrils. The furred arms around me dull the pain, the muzzle on the back of my neck, the licking and kissing sends a warm tingle down my spine. I was just thinking earlier today, I'm against people drinking, but like if you're gonna drink, it's kind of best to do it in your 20s when you can like recover from it quite easily and mostly remember it. Never had blackouts in my 20s, but then after 30, there's definitely a thing where it's like, yeah, there's scenes missing in my brain. And while most of what happened last night's a blur, I can remember that muzzle perfectly. Morning, princess. I can feel that damn German Shepherd's breath on my neck as he talks to me, the smugness fucking dripping from his voice. I grab open eye to look at him. Fuck you. Damn, Flitton got some, like German Shepherd ass. I wouldn't have thought Flynn would be such a playboy because, like, as far as I know, he does Carl at least a little bit or plays around with him. He does Leo, spoiler alert, and then now he's got a German Shepherd. I want a German Shepherd. Ryan. I think his name's Ryan. That's.
Hmm. Well, Flynn is a big old giant hoe bag, my friend. He sleeps with a whole bunch of dudes, and thanks to the smoke room, he meets up a lot of guys there. Ryan's one of them. He used to fuck Leo. He did something with Carl, but nothing really too bad.
One of the few things I remember. Laughs. Can't. I have to go to work soon. Right. He told me he was a mechanic last night. Did you sleep well? Stretching, I grinned back at him. Yeah, until you woke me up. Oh? Well, then, let me make it up to you. His paw, which has been rubbing my chest until now, sinks just a bit lower to my stomach. The things that paw makes me feel cause me to moan a lengthy string of curses that would have made TJ's white fur turn beet red. All I get out of Ryan is a smirk and a raised eyebrow. How do you know he's behind you? And here I was thinking you'd be exhausted after last night. Keeps on going, scratching my stomach in circular motions. Scratching? I mean, I heard it scritches, but is that like an actual word or is that a furry word? Like, what? Yeen isn't a word, but hyena is. Unless you're talking about the furry community. Almost enough to make me go limp instantly. It's like he's leaving an edge I haven't even felt until now. Foul, species features. I hear a tiny voice in the back of my head squeak. And it's right. This is fucking unfair. Huh? But it feels so good. So good, in fact, that I almost don't realize his second hand going even lower. It makes sure. I noticed by bringing his finger right up to my, Right, I might need to censor some of these things. Or at least cover it up. I mean, there's nothing to see on screen, but still.
I've never seen this before. I've never seen
around the edges. I hiss.
I've never seen anyone, censor up text like that. I've seen people censor up, art, but not text.
Arching my back against him. Oh, this is the porno music. Well, I guess work can wait just a little. Also, maybe me turn it down a smidge more? Like, I like porno music. Do I? I don't know.
And what?
Hear a wet sound as his finger brushes over.
Does anyone actually really like porno like sound music? I think it's mostly just like thumping EDM, right? And just clapping cheeks to EDM now. It used to be like slutty jazz. Now it's just like slutty EDM trance house music, right? Just like. And go, you just start moaning and everything.
A thing. Heck, he's getting ready. Need to take a picture so I don't forget and go, what's this? Oh yeah, I completely forgot it. And his teeth start nipping at my neck. That's when I stop getting something and start getting something else. You like that? He takes me in his hand. Oh, that's what he meant. I was like, wait, how do you... As soon as it's all, out somewhere. Because lizard people, And he starts doing a thing. And I might not have, outies like most other guys do. But let me tell you, my thing is very sensitive. I'm on the verge of shouting for him to just, do something. Is Flynn a bottom? If you're half as good with, doing something as you are at talking dirty, I'm in for a disappointing experience. Ooh, little lizards. God, it's quite a sharp tongue. Shut.
Yeah, I think what was more I mean, freaking. I I think fucking Flynn's like mostly a bottom, except I think with the exception of Carl and maybe Chase. He's pretty much a bottom. Like he's gonna bomb to Leo, to Ryan, and a bunch of other bigger dudes.
He keeps doing a thing, rubbing his stomach the entire time. Heck, he's playing me like a damn fiddle. He played us like a damn fiddle! Sorry, I had to do that meme. Knows exactly where my weak spots are. I can feel my tongue push its way out of my mouth, and before I know it, I'm panting like a damn dog myself, pushing my rear against the guy's, where you'd think it might go, raising my tail and draping it over his back. I guess I would be like, if I was waking up from a hangover, would I want fucky wuckies? Now, granted, I've never actually woken up next to somebody else. Usually they always leave. Sad. But we have good sex. Anyways, seems he likes that, because he gets me to moan a little in response. I grin. Small victories. Wait, he grins? It doesn't take long for me to start doing a thing. Even less time for me to start feeling something warm and something go against his bottom. Gently at first, but then he starts, doing a thing.
Oh man, if this was I think like what you call it, if this was like Vivian Jade or maybe Decker Link, I think they would probably have cut this scene out completely. Especially if it's like graphic, like maybe graphic, graphic picture, maybe audio. Like he has an audio with text, like he has a read it out loud.
He's right there, right hecking there, pushing up against someplace, teasing me. I wish I could just turn around and push him onto his back, but his hold on me is tight. Ooh, I like Tommy guys. Fucking hell, man. I'm getting, near. Pretty sure he can feel it, because I can hear him chuckle again. Probably not much of a surprise, given the way he's nipping and licking and kissing my neck, while I can't do a damn thing but keep grinding my bottom against him. Every time he's got me feeling like I'm about to, do a thing, though, he removes his paw, which he does. Wait, when he does, I push right back against, a thing. Ugh. You want it bad, don't you? He pulls back his, hips for a moment. Once he's, pushed a thing near a thing, I almost instinctively lift a leg. I feel him lean forward. He's panting softly, his tail slowly wagging when my eyes meet his. You ready? Just woo me already. Heh, you got it. Okay, I didn't think there were gonna be CGs. I'm just gonna do this so I don't have to do as much. There we go. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna have to cover a screen, but still. I don't know.
I know, I find that hilarious.
I thought this was just gonna be text. Also, man, Flynn, you're such a bottom. He buries something somewhere. And somebody's, doing a thing in return. I groan. It's wetted. Oh, right, I have to select the thing here. With the German Shepherd. His thing makes, might be a woo for it not to sting so much. Though also, man, wouldn't it be nice to be furry? A, you might not always need lube. B, you're clean most of the time. Me, on the other hand, it's like, nope. Though I guess don't eat like a bottom. But there's still lots of them to handle, if you know what I mean. I'm definitely gonna be sore later. Ooh woo. I mean, being sore is nice. As long as it's not like sore like a friend of mine was. Ooh woo. It's doing a thing, putting pressure on someplace. Once he starts moving, something. Wait, they have that in this universe? Huh. Against a thing. I don't know if it'll fit, but part of me can't wait for him to do a thing. I don't think he can either. The pressure keeps building, and he goes faster. I didn't think it was possible, but
Oh man,
it's
unfortunately,
getting, something's changing,
unfortunately, I mean, I don't know. Let's see.
if you know what I mean. It's just a thing. I'm too out of it. He's stuck to, undo a thing. The dog laying down next to me again. I'm a little more than.
Now, I'm not nothing personal against him. It's just unfortunately that that benefits is just not working all that well. Let's see. Oh man, there's some other furry content I can react to. Hmm. Oh, let's see what this one is. You guys gonna teach Japanese lessons, right? Duolingo bad for. Yeah. Let's see. Dog on the internet teaches you how to read and write Japanese hiragana. All right, let's do this then.
こんにちは。私の名前はワイヤーです。英語を話す友達に日本語の読み方を教えたいんだ。日本人の友達、発音が下手でごめんね。日本語にはひらがな、カタカナ、漢字の3つの書き方があるよ。ひらがなから教えるよ。Let's start out strong. So, the first character you're going to learn is A. In Japanese, there is stroke order. The way you write every character.
Ah. Yes. Well. All right. Hold up. What happened to my little ad? I can't find my little ad. So hold on. still trying to find that pad. I should went. I should went a BRB screen, but well, I have to use this other tiny little pad. I don't know what happened to one I had in this room. I had one in this room, and I know I used it before. And I know I wrote stuff on it before because I still have my pencil and eraser here, and I have my other notepad, but not this one. I don't know what happened to it. It's like missing right now. Missing class disappeared from the drawer. I don't remember ever throwing it away or any of that type of stuff. I don't remember the last time I touched it either, so. I just gotta use the other notepad. Dead. Alright. Let's see. Do Japanese. Here we go. One.
Character is very important and it helps you write it more easily. So first, we're going to go boonk. Then you're going to go down at an angle, do a little swoopy doop, right? And then at the end, you do a little hoop-de hoop. Woo. And listen, my calligraphy is terrible.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad. I'm gonna redo mine. Mine looks okay. I'll redo it. Let's see.
But if you ask someone, they're gonna be like, ah. Quite literally, ah. And just again, so we all understand, okay? So ah is first, this horizontal line. Now the next step is we do a vertical line down. Right? Okay. We're all following. So then the last one. Boonk. Boonk. Swoop. A 3-step plan we have. The second character I'm going to teach you is the second vowel. E. One of those bad boys. E. Like an
E. Alright. I remember this. I used to have flashcards I made for myself. I stopped using them.
I, but it's pronounced as E. Okay? So, to make E is very, very simple. Check this shit out. Ready? We're gonna go boonk, boonk. Now, people will be like, that looks like absolute terrible dog shit, right? Don't matter. Someone's gonna understand that that's E. Let me do it again just for you. That one's not a good example because there's lag. Now, that little scoopy-doo right there, that little thing, that little hook, you don't have to have it, but it's, ask someone, you know, I don't have the explanation for you, I'm sorry, but I put the hooky hook in there, so maybe you can too. So, congratulations, you can already make one word. Check this out. Well, I guess it's more than one word if you think about it. I. Do you know what I is?
I? Oh. So what does this mean? Let's see. Hello? Oh. PS Gaming 8, hello. Hi, how are you? Good. Alright, let's shout out to you. It's a Minecraft.
Chinese speakers, don't tell them. I.
Alright, let's see. What does I mean? We put these together.
Is love. Your first word is love. Tsugi, the next vowel, is U. So, oh my lordy. U as in this letter romanized.
Thank you, by the way. No problem. Thank you. I'm glad that you're here, PS Gaming. Hope you're enjoying themselves. I'm trying to do some Japanese lessons randomly. I didn't. Like I was reacting to some furry content, and then I saw this guy, you know, also a furry. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you how to, you know, read and write, you know, Japanese hiragana." I'm like, "All right, I might as well learn." Got u here. Get e u.
A U. So U. We're gonna go bonk, dink. U. Bonk, dink. U.
Looks
Very
fun, by the
simple.
way.
2-step plan once again.
Fun? I don't know about fun, but educational. It's the most important thing.
We're going this way first, right? And then we're adding a little swoop. Congratulations, by the way, you just learned another word. So you can make a-u to meet. Out. So this one is a bit tricky to write for first timers, but this is going to be eh.
I remember this one. This is the one with like it looks like a ninja running. Yeah, I remember some of these. That here. Yeah, I used to have flashcards. I threw them away. But I thought I was never gonna learn Japanese, but it looks like I'm back in again. I'm like, all right, I gotta teach myself, man. Gotta teach myself. I'm gonna teach myself hiragana, man.
So that is represented with an, an E, but it's pronounced eh. Okay. So to do eh, we're going to go boonk, and then we're going to kind of make a Z, and then bring it up a little and do a little swoop. So, that's a bit complex, I understand. So I'm going to make it a lot fucking bigger for you guys. Check this out. So, right? We got our slanty slant first. Then we do boonk, boonk, and then bring it up from here and go whoop. Now I understand my handwriting is very nasty in VR, but one more time. Boonk. Do your Z, bring it up, and go like that. It looks wild, doesn't it? It looks fucking crazy, but this is eh. Eh. This is the best E I've ever drawn in my life. Congratulations, you also know how to make another word now. Check this one out. Yeah. Guess what that means? Hint, you'll never guess. It means house, your home. House. Yeah. Now our final vowel. I'm sorry it's come to this. Oh. Boonk. Hold it and do
All right, hold up. My handwriting not that great, but I am writing this down in a little tiny little notepad. Yeah, like I said, I was like, I want to learn Japanese. I tried to do it a few years ago. I stopped after a month or two, but now I'm like, all right, it's been a few years. I was like, I think that was during COVID. Maybe I should have not given up back then, but I was a loser. I gave up. I gave up way too easily on a lot of things. But it'd be like, trying to learn Japanese or maybe losing weight, going to a gym, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand some people getting ah and ooh confused because they both have that little T look, but ah is horizontal dash, vertical dash, and a swoop. Well, this one is a horizontal dash and one complete like loop and tail, and then you got the little dash right here at the very end. So yeah, gotta be very very careful with ah and ooh.
a little swoop, and then one bad boy. Now it kind of looks like a little bit, right? Just a little bit, but there's some differences to it. That's a nasty. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do this step by step here. You ready? Big ass line like that. Mm-hmm. Go from the top. Go all the way down. Don't release. Do a swoop, and then end it with a little chunk. Oh, and of course you get to learn a new word. Check it out. Owl. Can you guess what owl means? Blue. Owl. And those are your first 5 characters of Japanese. Your first 5 are vowels in hiragana. A, I, U, E, O. And Japanese vowel order will always be like that. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Sa, shi, su, se, so. And so on and so forth. Now, I want you to write each of those at least 50 times until you memorize them. Okay? Today's lesson is going to be on the hiragana for K and G and S and Z. Let's start working on the Ks. Why did nobody tell me there was a marker floating up here? Do you know how bad that looks for my class? Unbelievable. So, can anyone guess what the first character we're going to write today is? Remember our vowel order? A, I, U, E, O. そうだね。Ka. To write ka, it's going to be 3.
Well, we're gonna do ka next. It's going pretty good, by the way. Oh, that's nice to hear. What's going on? What are you doing? Let me know. Like, what's going on? What are you doing? Let's see. Sorry if I'm a little slow. Hmm. All right. So I remember this next one is Ka. I'm playing Black Ops 6 Zombies, going to round 6 so far. Alright, good. And I wish I don't have anyone. I haven't finished Black Ops 6 single player, and I have no one to play any in a multiplayer with zombies with.
Three simple steps. Ready? So we're gonna first do a little whoop, bring it up a little at the end there if you want. Then we go through the middle of it with a vertical line. And then we finish it off with a little chomp. I've seen people do this little chomp with the little check marky thing at the end. I don't know what that's called in English. I've seen people have that like that before, just a simple straight one. It's fine either way. Someone's gonna understand that that is ka. And we'll do it again for you. Here you go. Boom, 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 ka. Moving on, we have the second one, ki. You notice I didn't say key. It's not a held sound. This is ki. You kind of have to cut off that E sound. It's just something you're gonna have to learn. I'm sorry. By the way, if you wanted to write key, we can also talk about that. We're gonna do.
Alright. I'm out key. It's this. I may have taken some Japanese lessons. Oh. Yeah. I remember taking like there was some online lessons here on YouTube. I was remember reading, doing like hiragana practice and all that. Well, I guess I'm redoing hiragana all over again because I really didn't learn it. And I know I use Duolingo, but Duolingo sucks, so I'm not gonna use Duolingo. Alright. It looked like a face. Ki, yeah, ka, ki, ku, ke, o, a, I, u, e, o. Oh, let's keep going.
1, 2. Everybody following along? Everybody following along? And then we go up, boom, do a little whoop, and then finish it off with a wee, a little smiley face. Now, it's very important that I note this because when I was learning Japanese, this drove me crazy. So let's do this again. 1, 2, 1, bring it up. And I've seen people hold it and do things like that. This is also fine. You'll also see this in the wild. This is still ki. Oh, before I even forget. If you wanted to make this ki, here's what you do. We're bringing back an old lesson, see that? Ki. Or, listen. We can go bop with a hyphen. Ki, same thing. So the hyphen is very important. The hyphen will hold the vowel sound. Take note of that. Next up is one of my favorite ones because it's so easy to do. K. Oh my god, guess what? This is gonna blow your mind. So k. You'll also notice I'm not saying ku. Same rule goes here. We're not holding the oo sound. So k is so nice and wonderful.
I remember ku. Ku is just like it's like a little it's like a mouth. I remember this. Yeah, I remember all this from taking my early Japanese lessons a few years ago. How to read and write hiragana. Probably after this, I'll sit down and actually write down a whole bunch of hiragana over and over and over again. I'm just a bit frustrated right now.
It looks like I believe a greater than or less than sign. I don't know what that is. Math not good for me, okay? Language good. And we're done. That's it. Here, you want to do it again? It's like bomb, boom. I guarantee you know how to do this. Unless you're bad at math like I am. You want to make it ku? Perfect. Ku. Ku. Moving on a little bit. So this one I kept forgetting when I was learning Japanese, and that's okay. I want you to write it 100,000 times instead. This is ke. Boom. Familiar start, right?
Yeah, so I remember ke, ki, ku, ke. Probably, you know, I could probably put these on. I put these back on flashcards, man. Yeah, my brothers and cousins, they play Warzone. I play some Warzone here and there with them, but I don't really play any multiplayer or zombies.
Check this out. Boom. Boom. Ke. Do it again. Line over here, horizontal, and then bring that girl down. Ke. And the final K sound. And get ready, this one's also pretty fun. I like this one a lot. This is ko. So we're gonna start at the top. Boom. Do a little choonch right up there, and then go wee. Ko. I'll do it again for you. Boom. Boom. Ko. This one looks nasty. I'm so sorry, but again, someone's gonna understand what this is. I assure you. So I told you guys we were learning a lot of characters today, right? I'm gonna show you something really, really cool. Here we go. Ready? Pinche tu madre. We have ko, ki, ke, ke, ko. So what I'm going to show you is called dokten. 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 And pretty much what it does is it takes this sound, makes it kind of harder, like more oomph, makes it voiced, like oomph. I'll show you what I mean. These K sounds are going to be turned into G sounds, and here's how we do it. We go bop 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 bop. Dokten. Now we have ga, gi, g, get, go. Isn't that super simple? So pretty much whenever you see that, it's going to take that K sound and go whoosh. Now this is a G sound. Okay? You know, pretty much it just looks like a quotation mark. You can think of it as a quotation mark. By the way, Japanese quotation marks. They're like that. They're like brackets. Little words go in there. And hey, it's okay if this is a lot to take in right now. It's a lot of information. It is. But you can do this. I know you can do this. How do I know? Because I can do it. And I'm stupid. Now let's do the S sounds. Okay, we're gonna start off with right, saw.
Alright, so the G sounds are just the same thing. One second.
Little words. Now this is a G sound, okay? You know, pretty much it's just bop, 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 bop. Dokten. Now we have ga, gi.
Ga, ki, ku, ke, go. So if it's just same thing. Oh my god. This little thing is not very good. Yeah, I mean, I should give myself a new yeah. Oh. just one stroke down and this stroke across. Little hook on it, right? Then you have you had the little lines. Yeah, I remember playing so much Warzone back in the day with back in the original Warzone. Right? Not crazy. The Aka I A I U E O Ka Ki Ku E Ko Sa Shi Su Si So. I don't see the other one. I don't know how important that one is. Well, so I guess I'll write it down. And unfortunately, I'm writing in a very small notepad, so it's like not very great. And then it's E. And then the fifth one here. Go. Oh yeah, playing so much Warzone. Yeah.
G, G, get, go. Isn't that super simple? So, pretty much whenever you see that, it's going to take that K sound and go whoosh. Now this is a G sound, okay? You know, pretty much it just looks like a quotation mark. You can think of it as a quotation mark. By the way, Japanese quotation marks. They're like that, they're like brackets. Little words go in there. And hey, it's okay if this is a lot to take in right now. It's a lot of information, it is. But you can do this. I know you can do this. How do I know? Because I can do it. And I'm stupid. Now let's do the S sounds. Okay, we're gonna start off with, right, saw. S-A, saw.
Let's do this one. S-A. This one almost looks like it was like ki. Yeah, it also has like ki and gi. It only has one stroke. Two.
Horizontal. Bada boom. You're seeing a pattern here, I'm hoping. We go down. Hopefully there's a pattern. Now you're gonna notice this is very similar so far, right? Be careful. Saw. With my shaky handwriting. Okay, let me fix that. Horizontal. Vertical. Scoop. Saw. It looks very close to ki, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
But it's not.
Yeah, that's confusing as fuck, isn't it? So, remember that saw has one line up here, one little horizontal whoop. By the way, when you do your dakuten, guess what happens? Za. Now it's Z-A, za. But if we remove that, saw. Does that make sense? Now you might be thinking, the next one clearly has to be C, right? 'Tis not the case. There is no C. We have shi. S-H-I, shi. However, stick around. I'm gonna show you a little secret, a little something. I love doing this one. This one's super easy. It's just a fishing hook. Check this out. Shi. And guess what happens when we add the dakuten? Some of you are right. G. It became G. This next one is a little bit silly, but it's very fun. Horizontal line. Do this. Careful, hold it, scoop down. Okay? I'm gonna do that one again because, girl, look at it. Just look at it, okay? Ain't no way that's the first time. Horizontal. Vertical. Hold it. Do a little circle, bring it down. And guess what that's called? S. S. That's right. Z. With a Z. Guess what word you can make now? That's what you should all be telling your lovers. Ski. Ski. That means to like or to love. Depends on the context. Inuga.
I mean, I did not do that one right. So does not like right. So this is correct. Yeah. Uh, well, uh, well, it looks like it curves a little bit.
S. That's right. Z. With a Z. Guess what word you can make now? That's what you should all be telling your lovers. Ski. Ski. That means to like or to love. Depends on the context. Inuga. Ski desu. I like dogs. We're almost done. It's okay. So the next one is going to be se. Horizontal.
Yeah, really? Oh yeah, you're right. It is. Man, I'm just kicking myself. Like I should have kept it as flashcards. Bet you it would come real handy right now.
Nice, nice. Ready? Boom. Fuck. Horizontal. Vertical 1. Oh shit. Horizontal. Vertical 1. Vertical scoop. Se. And, respectively, ze. So I'm going to do that again. Horizontal. Vertical, one little scoop. The little scoop's completely unnecessary in this case. Big scoop, horizontal line. Vertical, one with a little scoop. Vertical, two with a big scoopy. Se. And here we are. Our last final two, technically. This is going to be sol. And sol is very interesting. Sol kind of looks like an S already to me. But I'm also crazy, so... Sol is going to be in one fell swoop, one single stroke, pretty much. Ready? It's crazy. It kind of... You know what? Never mind my S comment. It kind of looks like a Z. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sol. I'm gonna do it again for you. 1, 2. Hold it. 3, 4. Sol. Keep doing it. It's an ugly looking one for me because my handwriting's not too good, but trust me, you'll see the little thing up in the whatever. It should all be one motion, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sol. And guess how you make it Zol? Boom, boom. That's right. Dakuten. Now earlier, do you remember I talked about how you can kind of make C, but we didn't really write it up there? What gives, right? Check this out. I'm going to show you how it's done. But wire, that's S, and you'd be correct. But when we add a tiny E, C, C, C. And guess what? Z, Z. It's very easy, right? So you're just taking the S, and since it's already cut off, you're going whoop.
Alright. I guess I'll write the Z versions as well, right? Hey, do they have that? I know some of them have it, some don't, so you have it here. The first one was Sa, this one will be Za, right? Just same one. Just stroke. Stroke coming down with a little hook on his face right here. You get the dachshund right here.
Here, one little horizontal line. Ski. That means to like or to love, depends on the context. Inu ga ski desu. I like dogs. We're almost done. It's okay. So the next one is going to be se.
Oops, that looks like I
Horizontal.
skipped some stuff.
Just look at it. I'm doing this one. This one's super easy. It's just a fishing hook. Check this out. Si. And guess what happens when we add the dakuten? Some of you are right.
See?
G. It became G. This next one is a little bit silly, but it's very fun. Horizontal line. Do this. Careful. Hold it. Scoop down. Okay? I'm going to do that one again because, girl, look at it. Just look at it, okay? Ain't no way that's the first time. Horizontal. Vertical. Hold it. Do a little circle. Bring it down. And guess what that's called? S. S. That's right. Z. With a Z. Guess what word you can make now? That's what you should all be telling your lovers. Ski. Ski. That means to like or to love. Depends on the context. Inu ga ski desu. I like dogs. We're almost done. It's okay. So the next one is going to be se. Horizontal. Nice, nice. Ready? Boonk. Fuck. Horizontal. Vertical 1. Oh shit. Horizontal. Vertical 1. Vertical scoop. Se.
Alright.
And respectively, ze. So I'm going to do that again. Horizontal. Vertical 1 little scoop. The little scoop's completely unnecessary in this case. Big scoop. Horizontal line. Vertical 1
Alright,
little scoop.
we got one more.
Vertical 2 with a big scoopy. Se. And here we are. Our last final 2, technically. This is going to be so. And so is very interesting. So kind of looks like an S already to me. But I'm also crazy, so. So is going to be in one fell swoop, one single stroke, pretty much. Ready? It's crazy. It kind of, you know what? Never mind my S comment. It kind of looks like a Z. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I'm gonna do it again for you. 1,
I think that
2,
becomes so. Right.
hold it, 3, 4. So, keep doing it. It's an ugly looking one for me because my handwriting's not too good, but trust me, you'll see the little thing up in the whatever. It should all be one motion, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So. And guess how you make it zo? Boom, boom. That's right. Dakuten. Now earlier, do you remember I talked about how you can kind of make C, but we didn't really write it up there? What gives, right? Check this out. I'm going to show you how it's done. But wire, that's S, and you'd be correct. But when we add a tiny E, C, C, C. And guess what? Z, Z. It's very easy, right? So you're just taking the S, and since it's already cut off, you're going whoop, C, C. Now, don't confuse this with a big E after it. It has to be small. So if you were to see, then this is C, as opposed to just C. C, E. Here we go on this one. Tiny little bad boy here. C, 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 C. C, C. Today we're going to be learning about the T and D sounds as well as the N sounds in hiragana. So, what do you remember about the order? A, I, U, E, O. So, naturally, our first character is going to be ta. And we go 1, 2.
I remember doing this. I think I remember. I think I did ta. I'm trying to remember. I think I did. Oh. Oh.
Three, 4. Ta. You can sometimes see people do the little hook right there, like a that. You can choose to do it or not. It's fine. It's whatever. So let's do that again real quick. And we're going horizontal, vertical slanty, into. Now you notice that's pretty much ko, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's whatever. You're gonna see a pattern during this, and this is ta. Now, if we use dakuten, what do you think this will turn into?
Oh.
That's right. Now, it becomes da. It's very easy, see? On to our next character. Much like the S's, you're not going to see T, and trust me, we'll get to that. It's pretty much the same thing as the last lesson. But instead of T, you're going to have chi. Let me do that for you. Chi's really easy. Horizontal, vertical down, and then swoop. Easy. Chi. Now, it's of importance to note here, that this swoop is going towards the right. Whereas if we were to do ba, 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 this is saw, remember, saw? This is swooping over to the left. Remember that.
And they're not
Important fun
connected.
thing. You will almost never use this, but it is important to teach. There is a doctrine for this, and it becomes something very fun. So this is more of like a historical thing, and it's like almost never used. It's using like maybe like 5 words or whatever, but it will become ji. And fun fact, this is pronounced, today at least, it is pronounced exactly like ji. So ji, ji, yeah, it's fine. You'll see this in some words here and there. A very fun one coming up next. T. Whoop, just a swoop. It's just a swoop. This is T, S, U. T. Now, important to note here, I'm not saying si. Hell no. If I was to say like the natural disaster, tsunami, do you hear that? Think of, in English, I gotta erase all this bullshit first. In English, we'd have the word cats, right? Cats. That'd be C-A-T-S. That
Yeah.
T-S sound. That now take that, right? Take that,
Okay.
and then go bonk, T-S-U. Tsu. Tsu. You understand
This-
that? Now,
this-
much like chi, there is a fun historical one as well for tsu. So if we do bop bop, guess what it becomes? Z. Because guess what it sounds exactly like nowadays? Boop. Like z. And you'll see this in a few words like tsuzuku and things like that. It's important to know that one. That one's good. Our next character, te. Very fun. I love this one. I love this one so much. It's just so much fun to draw. Horizontal and then swoop down. That's it. That's really it. This is te. Let's do it again. Horizontal, swoop down. This is the best te I've ever drawn. What the fuck? If we wanted to make this de, boom, 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 boom. Now this is de. Just gonna get sidetracked for a little bit, by the way. Remember how we have si and how we wrote that, which was si and a small i? You want to make ti? You get te and a really tiny e. This becomes ti. Or you can put the dokten and it would become di. And here's our last one for all the t's. Ready? You do an angle, finish it. This is to. It's very interesting to note that it looks like an actual fucking to. You just go boom, boom. You want to make it do, bop, 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 do. Congratulations, you now know all the T sounds. Now on to the dreaded N sounds. These ones are a bit hard to do. I'm gonna be honest with you, they got some woof, and they got...
Oh man, alright. Let's see. I think that's why I'm gonna end it there. I'm probably gonna do more of these lessons and then, probably do some practice. Maybe get some notebook paper and start practicing this. I still don't know what happened to my other little notepad. I'm kinda mad at. Lost that somewhere. Yeah. Governor. Oh, hopefully everyone that's here, maybe PS Gaming and RB. Hopefully you guys are still here. Let's see, who do I want to raid this time? Yeah, I still don't know where that where that little other notepad went. I know I wrote stuff in there before, and it used to be in this drawer right behind me. Oh no, I'm annoyed. One time I do need it. It's not here, and fucking kind of pissed. All right. See you later, guys.